Dealing with you cause you looking like a cop homes. Yeah, my flow's so premium. Call me Sugar Shane, motherfucker. I be killing them. Hey, forget about it.
So, man, is this just me and you tonight?
Forget about it. Fucking the same hoe. Nigga, forget about it. We out here in the streets, boy, we be about it. Money, clothes, and hoes. That's all the boy know. Money, clothes, and hoes. That's all the boy know. Money, clothes, and hoes. That's all the boy know. Money, clothes, and hoes. That's all the boy know.
Did you want to? We can reschedule if you want to.
And then I need to lower the music.
Want me to ask my buddy to come?
Not tonight. I mean, ugh.
He will. He'll be entertaining.
This guy. I can be entertaining even on my worst day, and this is not my worst day. Full screen. Bam.
Where can folks watch like previous recorded episodes?
They'd have to go to YouTube, because I know on Twitch, once I record it and then it's on Twitch, then it's only up for it's up for, I believe, 20 to 30 days. And then
Okay.
after that, since it's just on YouTube, it'll always be there. And then for YouTube, it's just, if you just go to, because I have my YouTube page, Ish the Comic, and then you just scroll down to Gamer and the Gator, Gamer and Friends podcast
Okay.
tab. Yeah. So, all right, let me do a quick introduction here. Man, I am wore out because we haven't done one of these on a Wednesday in so long. Uh,
Sorry about that.
I don't even know what that was. Let's see. What did I decide the topics were today? It's really just me talking about life, but now I don't remember where we were talking about it. It's probably a couple days ago
Mm-hmm.
in the group chat.
I like how you cut you cut it up. I like how you cut the episodes up to like you don't make it 30 minutes like on your YouTube channel.
Hmm
You have it like you have like one
Well, I mean, I try to, cause
yeah.
a lot of times it's just a lot of let's say filler for the first 5-10 minutes, cause
Mm-hmm.
people having problems getting on and whatnot. Damn it, man. All right, I've winged worse than this, so here we go. Good evening, everybody. This is Ish the Comic and T-Rex, T-Dizzle, who still has his name up on his freaking thing. You gonna change that?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't look down at the screen. I will. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, bam.
Recording in
What was I
progress.
gonna say? Yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Gamer and Friends podcast. I'm your host, Ish the Comic. Had a very long weekend. I'm calling this episode New Dawn, New Gray. As you can see, I'm missing my lovely friend, Mr. Whiskers here. I got some big news about that. Pretty much this episode, we're not even going to talk about news, I don't think, because I've been too wrapped up in my own shit this week to worry about Joe Biden falling off a bike and
Yeah.
all of lovely and all the lovely world news. I actually have a Flappers show. My first time at Flappers in Burbank
Mm.
is like one of the I don't want to say number one tourist destination in freaking in Hollywood, but no, Burbank. I mean, Flappers is pretty popular in or pretty well known in comedy circles. It's one of the only spots outside of Hollywood where people say, "Hey, I'm at Flappers." They know exactly where you are and what you're talking about. There aren't too many spots in LA like that. I mean, maybe you got like the Griffith Getty Center, Griffith Observatory,
Mm.
Hollywood Bowl. You can't miss that. Staples Center, which is now what Crypto Arena.
Hmm.
What else? The Forum. But yeah, outside of like Los Angeles, probably I'd say Flappers is pretty up there when it
Mm.
comes to spots that you should know about, give or take a couple years of being here. I had another wild weekend, man. It's like I don't know. I'm having way too much fun when I should be working. But I mean, I'm still working at my 40, 40 hour a week job. So that's that's my intro for this week, and I'm sticking to it. I know I've got some. I know I had a lot more topics, and I just have to find out where they are. But yeah, I don't know how you like my clean shavenness, sir.
I think it looks good.
Weird, and then she came back, and then she's like more, I guess the word is receptive. So it's like now she's like flirting back and stuff. Like she'll grab my phone and she'll put it somewhere, and then I'll be, oh, where's my phone? And then I have to search the warehouse, and it's like, oh, it was right here this whole time. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's like she's more receptive. She's flirty now, and then she decides not to tell me that she's going to be gone for 2 months.
Mm.
Like, okay, I thought we were on like a, I don't know, a bit more of a rapport, and you're going
Mm.
to be gone for 2 months and you don't even tell me. So it's like I was kind of shocked at that. I was like, maybe I'm not. I don't see us heading in a better direction than what I thought we were. So I was like, fuck it, dude. I gotta shave. I'm gonna try and look. I don't know, look gettable as they say, on the prowl. But I kept this. I'm keeping my facial hair. Like before, I used to always what? I used to shave the top, and then I always keep the goatee. And then over the pandemic, I just decided to just start growing this out. And then I was like, okay, shit. If I can grow this out, I'm gonna get a freaking handlebar mustache. And then I saw this other black comic at Liquid Zoo called Ken Steele. He
Mm.
has a perfect handlebar mustache. Like his shit curls. I'm like, motherfucker, I want that shit. But then when I saw it, I was like, fuck it. I'm just start over and let this shit grow in. Cause I hate my fucking upper lip, dude. It's like it's big. It's like it's more predominant than I think it is. And I'm just like one comic said, yeah, dude, your lips so big, man, it distracts from your forehead. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't need to hear that shit. You know how sensitive I am about my looks, but of
Hmm.
course I'm not that sensitive because I walk around like I don't give a fuck about a lot of things. But I don't know. How has your week been? Because I'm still trying to look for what our topics actually were, what we
Yeah,
were
I
going
was
to
kind of
talk
looking
about.
at that too.
Because we started talking about good old Herschel Walker, and then like everything got derailed.
Yeah,
Is that crazy, motherfucker? I don't know, man.
you know,
I just know in like some weird alternate universe, it's gonna be like freaking. He's gonna be like the third party candidate somehow, and it's
mhm.
gonna be Biden, Trump, or Herschel Walker. I'm like, oh my god, it is the worst of all, universes,
Mm.
something like that. I know there's no way in hell you could get that far up the political landscape that fast, but I don't know. Stranger things has happened. For God's sakes, we even elected a personality, not somebody who has had any political background. So yeah, we're looking at that. Bam. Now I got my
He's
computer
horrible.
glasses on. Yes, he's just insane. Like I heard, like I don't know where he filled out like some kind of what, like resume or something like that. But he said in interviews that he once worked with the FBI, and it's
Yeah.
like we all know you're a football player, and I'm trying to figure out when did you. He went from Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame career, and then decided to to join the motherfuckers in Quantico or in Langley. Like,
Hmm.
does he not know who he is? Like, he does know he played football, right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He's a weird guy, man.
Yeah.
There's a NFL player that played that did was FBI after he played. His name is Charles Tillman. They call him Peanut. He played for the Bears.
Oh,
He's an
okay. I'm
athlete
thinking
by
of
age.
Pat Tillman, but he died in
He got his
with
warts.
his service. But
Yeah,
you said Charles Tillman or
yeah, Charles Tillman.
black guy or what
Black
race?
guy. Yeah, he's a brother.
Hmm. Maybe Herschel Walker thinks he's him. He's like, hey, that's me in the FBI. Hey, I was in the FBI, y'all. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
and he's crazy.
yeah. I want to say he's two scoops short of a bowl, maybe. Open mic yesterday, but they had a interesting theme. It's called. It was at Corbin Bowl called "A Hill to Die On."
Mm,
What you do is you have 3 minutes to let's say do a rant or a gripe on a hill that you're willing to die on.
mm-hmm,
My hill, the topic was movies, and I've already had like a couple of let's say not zingers, but subjects that I wanted to talk about, but I never get a chance to at the other places that I go to for open mics. So my hill to die on was the fact that Spike Lee is a very underrated director,
mm-hmm.
and my hill was about the movie 25th Hour. I don't know if you ever heard or saw it. Came out in 2001 or two. 25th Hour. Edward Norton. You ever heard of it? You seen it?
Mm,
Well, in the movie, Edward Norton plays a drug dealer who's now he's already been sentenced and is going to jail for 7 years because I
mm,
think a drug that he sold either may have killed somebody or the fact that he was dealing with an underage kid or something like that. So those two things, and it gave him like a 7 year bid in prison, and in his last hours before he goes in, he gets all his friends together and he
mm,
wants to ask them if they can beat him up so that when he first goes into jail he doesn't get messed with, and then he can figure out who to trust, who to talk to in jail. And like the weird thing is, it's like one guy, Barry Pepper, was his best friend. He was in the drug game with him, but he got out. He started going legit. I think he became a lawyer and stuff like that. And he just keeps telling him this whole time, I told you this was gonna happen. Like you should have got out when you had a fucking chance. Why couldn't you just fucking get out?
mm-hmm,
And then like all this other shit. And then even like his father is trying to drive him to jail, and he's just like, hey, we go to Canada, we go to Mexico, or anything like that, because it was pretty interesting movie. But then other people were trying to talk. They agree with me to be on this hill because it's like, yeah, dude, he's been nominated probably 6 times, not even as best director, but as screenwriter, and
mm-hmm.
that's what he's won for. He's like never even won for best director out of all the movies he's done, like Do the Right Thing, or what's another one? Devil in a Blue Dress. I believe that was him as well. But all those like '80s movies, I was just like, you're kidding me, right? Like he didn't get any love or any freaking support for that. But yeah, but that was an interesting little interesting way to do an open mic.
Mm,
But yeah, but I had fun with that. And then what? Saturday night, I was yeah. I what happened? And I can't even remember what happened. That's how
mm-hmm,
messed up it was. Like after work, I did some no, not Saturday night, Friday
mm,
night. My boy Luca had a housewarming party. This guy is like living the American dream.
mm-hmm,
Like I think he went to this musicians institute school like in
mm,
Hollywood, and he produces music. You probably never heard of the guy. He
mm-hmm,
already has like a wife and a house, and he had a housewarming party, and it's like right in Hollywood. And I'm like,
mm-hmm,
motherfucker. But it's like a duplex, so like he shares like either a backyard or something with somebody else. But still, the fact that he has a house gated in Hollywood, and I know he's no more, he's not older than like let's say 35. And I was like,
mm-hmm.
what the fuck, dude? But like he actually inspired me to do like an extra skit just for the my flappers flappers booking, and then I
Yeah.
also I plan on doing like a couple parody songs. So like actually gonna talk to him about trying to
Mm,
get that thing off the ground. Like, dude, I got all these lyrics to half of songs, but I don't have like a full song. And I'm just like, dude, we got to talk. And like, he has a studio that we could,
Yeah.
get stuff actually on wax or something. So
Mm.
that's in the works there. Because I have like a Holly Berry song that nobody's ever heard of, and it's like, yeah, I want to give it to her before she passes away, which might
Mm.
be 20 years from now, because black don't crack. But yeah. Anyway, on with your week, sir. You just been hiking and showboating. Did you go to see anything interesting or do anything?
No, I will this weekend though. I need to. What are? Yeah, there's some good stuff coming out independently. We have this place called the Seattle Independent Film Festival movie
Okay.
theater. So they have some good
Wait, it's the Seattle Film Festival movie theater?
independent film festival.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's happening this weekend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some good stuff coming out this weekend. I'm looking right now. Elvis. There's an Elvis movie
Oh
coming.
yeah, I saw that. I saw trailers for that. I think it's what directed by Baz.
Baz
Yeah,
Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann. I think he did Moulin Rouge,
Mm-hmm.
amongst other things. And it's like it's not a biopic, but it's something. I don't
Yeah.
know what to call it though. I don't think it's a biopic, but it gives me chills because it's like a modern telling of Elvis. And I'm like, and Tom Hanks is in it as his manager, Colonel whatever his name is, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I was getting chills because like, oh shit, it seems like they're actually going to talk about Elvis being raised like in a Southern Baptist or like
Mm-hmm.
black, raised by black people, but it's
Yeah.
like I don't think they're going to delve in the fact that he stole like
Yeah.
all our shit, and then he's praised for this while other black artists are like kind of demeaned for dancing the way they do and stuff like that. I know they're not going to go that deep into it, but just the fact that anybody's even talking about it, I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's I haven't seen. I just it looks interesting, so
Hmm.
I'm interested to like get my popcorn and soda and watch it.
That is definitely a movie I'd have to see in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's even more interesting. What I just saw in Target today, that the movie with Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal,
Mm.
it's like it was called the something about talent.
Mm.
Wait, Nicolas Cage. I'll just look up Nicolas Cage movie. Let me see. Yeah, the Unbreakable Weight of Massive Talent. Like it already came out earlier this year, and it's already on DVD and stuff like that.
Is that
And
good or bad?
I think that's how a lot of movies are. Like I just found out that what's it called? The Bob's Burger, the movie, is
Yeah.
going to be on HBO Max like July 12th,
Mm.
and that just came out like what, maybe even a couple months back.
Yeah.
It's like the turnaround now for movies going directly to streaming or digital platforms is a lot quicker.
Mm.
I think that's a good thing because there's a lot of people who just don't have the time or energy to go to a movie theater, but they still want to see the latest movies. So I can imagine probably what, even though I don't plan on seeing Maverick in the theaters, and I'm not doing a pirating. Is your choice. Do you want to sit at home and watch it, or do you want to go out to the theater and watch it? And we should get the same numbers, numbers attendance for that. But then like what? Maybe if you order it at home, you can still have like a big watch party of like 15, 20 people, all just
Mm.
watching one movie with the way home theaters are now looking. Maybe that's what they're worried about, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
Mm.
hey, at least some of these people are watching the movie, so
Yeah.
it's your call on what you really want to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Is there any movie that you've already are surprised it's already out on DVD?
Man, I haven't been. Huh. That's a good movie. That's a good question. I think Licorice Pizza. I'm
Hmm.
surprised that it's streaming. It was
It
on.
is. Where
Well,
is
yeah.
it?
I think it's streaming on. Where I'll Google right now. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
YouTube and Apple TV.
But I mean, technically, what? I think that movie came out what right around, was it Christmas or holiday season, like probably Thanksgiving?
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
around.
that's not
Yeah. Okay.
that close, because I mean I know it was up for Academy Awards,
Yeah.
so, and that was in February, so
Hmm.
yeah, but I mean,
That
yeah,
was a good movie.
some are still right around the corner. Um,
Have you seen that?
huh? Yeah, yeah, I liked it. I think what I know Julian had to bring up the fact that it was this whole pedophilia angle
Mm-hmm.
about the older chick dating a younger man, but it's like he was pursuing her first.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
Was
I
it was a guy. The guy was 25 and the girl was 14. Have you looked at
but
differently?
but he wasn't 14 though. He was what? He's at least driving age, so he's like
He
what,
was 16.
15,
Yeah.
15, 16? Eh. And then she was what? She was out of college or
Hmm.
near the end of college. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what? College graduate back then was what? 22, 24,
Hmm.
perhaps. So yeah. And plus, you know what they say, women mature women mature faster than men.
Hmm.
So, well then, yeah, wait. That still doesn't sound
Yeah.
good, because that
Yeah.
puts him even further back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like I mean, besides, like there was a movie what that won Best Picture back in the 60s, The Graduate.
Hmm.
Now that movie was, I couldn't imagine that being reversed, because Dustin Hoffman was playing like a graduate. I think he was graduating college.
He
Yes.
graduated from college. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was trying to get with his girl's mom, or they had a
Hmm.
fling or something. I was like, that was kind of bizarre. Now
Hmm.
I couldn't imagine that being made reversed with a girl coming out of college and then
Yeah.
wanting to have sex with her boyfriend's father. Like that'd be a little weird there. Definitely the wife would be asking for a divorce after that.
Hmm.
But yeah. What else, dude? I can't. I know we talked about topics, and I don't. I'm drawing a blank, total blank.
Was it
Uh,
Joe Biden?
no, here we go. I have an issue of my credit cards, and I think Julian told me one option, but I don't know. Were you looking at, like, this is on Saturday? So I have three credit cards. I have my first one has only a $200 credit limit,
Yeah.
but I can literally deposit money into that, and then it's made available like instantaneously. So
Hmm.
that's card one. My second credit card has a $300 limit, but I literally just upgraded to a $400 limit on that. Now
Hmm.
it has the first card was Mastercard. Second card is has a Visa logo on it. But whenever I make a payment on that, it literally takes them a week to for it to post into my account, and that's through Credit One. And now Credit One also just gave me another card, $600 limit.
Hmm.
Same issue. It's like, now I think with this card I noticed it's saying 1% I'm getting cash back, or whatever that whole gimmick is. Like 1%, not reimbursement, but I get extra money for every time I use my card. But now that's $600 limit, but it's also, once I make a payment, it's going to take like a week.
Hmm.
Out of those three cards, which one should I be using? JC says I should be using card one, card A with the $200 limit.
Hmm.
But that $200 limit, that's literally for the whole month. So it's like, if I put in $200, I can only use it $200 that month. So there's no point in me, it's not like I can put more money onto the card.
Is it a credit card too?
Yeah, but it's just something to help me build my credit.
Oh yeah, you talking about the yeah, I know those cards. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So which one out of those three should I be using more? Because I figure I could put like my monthly stuff, my reoccurring payments, like for Loot Crate or Zoom and stuff like that, on probably one of the other cards, card B or card C.
Yeah, as long as you pay it before the due date.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to have like 30% of your 30% of no. You have to have above 30%. Wait, sorry, let me think. You have to have something about 30% in the credit cards. You have to have 30% balance by the time the due date is due. They won't affect your credit score.
Okay. Okay.
You got like 70% paid off.
Hmm. And that is just through your your know-how